it's going to get so bad. Brother will turn against brother. And that's what it'll be. Like you're seeing Russia, and then you'll see China. You got wars and rumors of wars. It's escalating. It's almost like it's at the 7-month period. Things are going to start being fulfilled quickly. And people just think it's going to go on like normal. Don't even see it coming.
People don't know that the Big Bang comes from a Catholic priest.
No, the flat Earth, the truth is dismantled an empire. The empire's reacting off the truth that's revealed them. And they only got a certain amount of moves they can do.
Yeah, like censoring.
The whole world. They gotta get the whole world to communicate, or they're done with.
Why?
They'll walk the streets in shame. And why would they do that when they can just push a button? Well, if I'm going down, you're going down with me.
Yeah.
Like that. That's where we're at in America.
Yeah, it
Like
would be easier.
busted them. They're busted.
It's just easier to just remove freedom of speech. You know, it's like, why all this bullshit? Why not just take away freedom of speech? That'll fix everything, right?
It's already
Right?
been. People have already signed away their freedom of speech.
Oh, it's already been done.
You,
Oh,
you joined Discord, so you signed it away. At
how
least
dare
on
you?
Discord.
How dare you
Yep.
express yourself? How dare you express your thoughts and
Well,
opinions?
there's certain things we can hit, right? And if I hit a topic that we can't talk about, they might
Yep.
give us like, all right, they might move on. Let's see. Before we ban them, let's see if they just move on. You know, there's literally people
Well,
fucking listening and watching us
yeah.
right
And I
now.
think after the 28th of March, when it goes into effect, is going to be very sensitive and very, I don't know, because I see no tolerance a lot. I see a lot of hate in their policy for people that misinform people, right? Or for people that try to twist, what the
I've
news
never heard of misinformation.
censors.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, but we're not doing any of those things, right? We're just calling things the way they are, and they're the ones twisting what we're saying.
Well, if I told somebody that I got a pink unicorn in my backyard, nobody should be able to censor me on saying that, even though it's misinformation or a lie,
Exactly.
whatever you
Exactly.
want to call it, right? Nobody, it should be up to the people
Well,
listening to me to
yeah.
discern that for themselves.
Well, when they do it, it's not misinformation. Yeah. And
Yeah,
if
if you're
you
dumb enough
say
to believe
something,
such nonsense, and I
if
can
you
make a month and I can make a living off of it, don't get mad at me. You're the ones giving me the living.
you say something that goes against their narrative, then you are misinforming people.
Yeah, I
Get
was
it?
just curious about flat Earth.
Yeah. In other words, they are word their word is truth, and everyone else's word is a lie. Because
But there are certain things you can hit on within, you know, channels like this or Nathan Oakley or Flat Earth 24/7. Like you can say certain things even as a flat earther. and be silenced because you're not allowed to talk about those things. And I find that weird
Well,
that you're allowed to
silence.
talk about flat Earth,
You're silenced.
but
You're
not the
silenced.
other things that you silenced me for.
Silenced on the certain platforms only. See, and that's the problem, right? It's like, okay, where is everybody? They're on this platform where you are silenced on. Doesn't mean you're silenced out here. It doesn't mean you can't talk to people elsewhere, right? So it's about where are people going, right? And how do I make them come here, or whatever, But if you want to be here on this guy's platform, Discord's platform, Discord, you know what I mean? Discord. Then you have to be silent about certain things. You have to follow the rules. It's our house, you know what I mean? It's like you're not silenced. We're not silenced. It's just on this
Yeah, we're
stupid
silence, bro.
platform. Yeah, it's just on these. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if you're not on the internet, if you're not connected to the system, if you're not on the blockchain, right, you might feel like no one is listening to you. It's like that. Like, you might feel like you're being
Like,
silenced.
like literally Nathan Oakley and Quantum Eraser can't talk about COVID. You can't talk about COVID, but you can talk about flat Earth. What does that tell you?
That
What
means
does that tell you?
flat Earth is still a soft topic. It's not
Yeah, but you
hard
don't get
hitting.
COVID without the ball Earth. The only way you can have COVID is with the ball Earth. So, see
Or
what
if you
I'm
go to a
getting at?
hospital, stay away from hospitals.
Yeah, just stay away from real science. You'll be all right.
From doctors.
That's just weird to me. Like, you cannot talk about those things, but you can talk about flat Earth. That's
Yeah,
just
and
weird.
apparently
That's
telling
just
people
weird.
not to go to doctors or go to hospitals is also considered dangerous. Yeah, and that could get us
Yeah,
kicked off.
yeah, but I've had people that have immunity that I cannot sue,
Yeah,
right? Because of their status, right? But
talking
yeah,
about alternative medicine.
they're not MDs.
Yeah.
Like if I was to give you medical advice and I'm not a licensed MD, you could sue me, especially if you took that advice.
Well, you can't sue me if you don't know who I
They're
am.
giving people for COVID,
Well,
they're giving physicians immunity where you can't sue them. And people are still fucking hello. It's like why what you're you're gonna waste the civilization because you believe in science without even knowing what it is? What the like
what
our
the?
our our world is about to be destroyed by people who believe in science but don't know what it is. They don't know what science is, but yet they believe in it. That's so absurd. Backwards and flipped upside down. So weird.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time before people self-destruct.
Like you can't stop a virus. Like a virus don't even kill people.
Wait, you might want to
Has
avoid
anybody researched?
you might want to
Has
avoid
anybody
the C word
researched?
and the V word, because
Yeah,
it's like
has anybody
it's
researched the
a word.
word virus since
No, yeah,
COVID?
no. What I'm saying is
If
like
you
we're trying to
literally like
avoid that in
research
the
the
live
word
stream. Wait, hold on.
virus,
You know why we're trying to avoid in the live stream, right?
it doesn't even kill people. A virus don't kill
Oh
people.
no, yeah. Hold on. You can't say you
Don't
can't say
even
that
kill
word
people.
in
Not
here
a
because
virus. Not a
no,
virus.
stop saying it. Stop saying
A
it because
disease
YouTube
does.
will fuck with us.
A
Listen, can you
disease
hear
will
me?
kill you, but a
What the
virus
hell?
will not.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Just making sure you can hear me. Go ahead. I'll mute.
Well, no, I'm saying like by all means you can talk about it a little bit here and there, like without getting so in depth. But you got to just use code words. You got to use Miley Cyrus or
You
Coco
do, but I don't.
or whatever.
I just
Because
speak what I speak.
no. I'm saying, dude, because it's because they'll censor the live stream for that and not
Yeah,
flat
I'll go
Earth.
to
And if it
prison
gets
for it.
censored, we want it to be censored for flat Earth. That's the thing. It's
I'll
not
be
like we're
held up
trying to
in the
stamp on your
synagogue
freedom
and
of
sent
speech
to
or
the
anything.
prison. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, I'm just saying YouTube's a bitch. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll put me up in the synagogues or they'll put me in prison. But I'll say what I want to say.
Yeah, no, but it's
No.
not you. It's
No.
not you. It's the live stream on YouTube. We're not worried about you or me or any individual in here. It's the live stream itself. That's what we're talking
Gonna
about,
shut
concerned
down
about.
the
As soon
YouTube,
as you,
and then
as soon as you comply,
they're gonna
don't
shut
ask
down
why.
the Discord. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but think about it, dude. There's probably like dozens of live streams going on this very second about a bunch of other topics that are less important, significantly less important than the fact that the Earth is flat. So let's not fuck up this
Most
one. You know what I mean?
important- That's the most important deception.
Yeah. So we can't
Like-
talk about some of their other bullshit.
The whole, hold on, you're talking about the world you're in. Like you're talking about
And like I said, you can talk
the
about it. You just gotta say
world
things.
that
Oh,
you're
you
in.
can't say any of the V
Oh.
words. That's all I'm saying.
So people can lie about the world that you're in, but viruses and shit like that, you can't.
Dude, can you understand what I'm even saying?
No. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. It's deep. Like the
Yeah,
world you're in.
But if they shut down our Discord, then we're not gonna be saying anything to each other. You know what I'm saying?
They shut your Discord
besides, we're
down.
just talking about that subject everywhere else all the time anyway. So,
If they
this
shut
is
your Discord down, that speaks volumes for you.
I don't care about Discord. It's just the server. You know, it's our community. You know what I mean?
Well, you can
That's why I
comply.
care. I don't want
I
our
don't
community
comply.
to go away because we
I'll quit
decided.
talking about it, but I don't comply, man. Like,
Well, then look.
how
Well,
can you
then,
comply?
so,
Like,
so what are you
if
gonna do?
somebody,
So okay, so does that mean you're going to risk getting our servers shut down? That'll make you happy if the server gets shut down because we decided to not to comply. Is that better? Is that a better alternative?
what do you think? You think me
I'm
speaking what I'm speaking would shut it down?
oh
yes.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Eventually we
Okay, then
will.
ask
On the
yourself this.
Facebook.
Then ask
Right
yourself
now,
this. Why
YouTube is
would
going
it shut it down?
shut down. But on the 28th, the
Because
Discord
you're
is
talking about things that
Why
are
would it?
banned.
Why would it shut it down?
because that's what they
Is it
Because
do.
it's just the way it goes, dude. I don't know what else to tell you. They're assholes. I already told you. Their YouTube is a bitch. I just said that. Didn't you hear that?
Discord,
Yeah, well, as long as
Discord
you comply, they'll continue to be a bitch.
Yes,
No,
yes, not a bitch for the topic at hand, and the topic at
Up to
hand is
you,
the
man,
name
not
of the
me.
server, 24/7 Flat Earth
I'll be
Discord
quiet.
2.0.
But nobody's bringing anything. Like, if a Glober came in here, I would instantly mute.
No, no, that's not
Like,
the
you
case.
guys
No,
have
no,
been
no.
asking that for
We're
like
not
an
saying you
hour.
wouldn't do
Any
that.
Globers?
We're not saying you wouldn't do that. What I'm saying is it would mess with it in the meantime if you're saying the words that are banned. All right, they just ban some words, and it's just a few
Even
words,
if
so
they
it's
ban,
not a big deal, dude. You could literally say almost every other word.
they're not going to ban lies. They're only going to ban the truth. So if you
yeah.
get banned, consider that a good deed.
No, consider that a failed mission.
No, it's
I guess
not.
Yeah, that would be a failed mission. That's a good way to put it.
You got to dust your shoes off and go to the next town.
Well,
It's
we
not a
can't
failure.
just yeah. So, like you have
But
to.
if you get banned for speaking the truth, You get banned. You dust your shoes off. You go to the next town. You don't stay there. That'd be foolish.
Yeah, look, we don't have a next town. This is our. this is this is it. Like,
All right. Stay in this town then. See how
yeah.
that gets you.
I mean, if this goes away, we have to rebuild. Where are we going to rebuild? Like, how many times do we have to do that? Right?
You
Do
can't
we always
rebuild on something
cause,
that
do we always have to
owns you.
cause our own failures and downfalls? Like, can it come from an outside, like from the enemy at least? Like, can it not be because we made a mistake? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
You know
yeah.
what destruction is nowadays? It's not bullet. It's not tanks and bullets.
Only for this platform, and this
It's
is our.
aerial drones. Aerial drones.
We're not conforming to anything.
Like
We're just surviving.
they could
We're,
just hit us and we'd never even know it.
Discord is just trying to survive.
Just boom, 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 boom. And people want to ignore that, but that'll be their demise because they chose to ignore it.
Yes, people have always been ignoring the truth. It's the
Yeah,
beginning of.
but even in the end, there'll be many that say, "Lord, Lord, haven't I spoke out in your name? Haven't I cast out demons in your name?"
Dude,
And
how much?
he'll say to them,
Think about how much
"Depart from me."
Gator had to put up with, right? So how much? I mean, we've only experienced a little bit, like, right, and we're already fed up. So it's like, well, if the creator is still putting up with it, then we should be
Don't be
putting up
one
with
of the ones that he says, "Depart from me." Just don't be one of those, and you're all
it.
right.
We're not.
Die
We're
for what you believe in, and then you die in His name. You
well,
die in His name, Christ's name.
look, I'm here. I'm not out there making money and stepping on people. Like, I'm here. See, look, I have
Well,
a
like
garden.
a lot of people have told me not to pick up a hitchhiker, right? Because they might kill me. But the Bible says, pick up a stranger, clothe a stranger, feed a stranger, thirst a stranger, visit one that's in prison, and help one that's sick.
Yes.
Strangers. These are all strangers, right?
You know what? What else? You know
So
what
if
else?
you pick up a hitchhiker and they kill you,
We
then
can't talk
you
about.
die in Christ's name.
We can't
Like
talk about
you die in
Cubas
His name.
healing people, right? And curing people. Okay, we can't talk about that after the 28th because that's considered going against medical advice and all this stuff. Like, it's gonna get really bad. It's not just the this. It's like all
As
the
long
other.
as you conform,
But why is it flat Earth censored? Maybe
but
it
you
is.
got to conform,
But
right? You got to comply in order to build your empire. You got to comply.
I'm not building an empire. Like, what for? For what?
Well, what do you think flat Earth is for?
It's for letting people know that the Earth is not a ball.
Oh, it's not for letting people know that
It's
world
letting people know
leaders
people.
are lying to us. It's not
Yeah,
for that.
it's to
I
let
figured
people
at the
know.
very least it's for world leaders lying to us.
Yes,
You
of
figured at
course.
the very least.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
All that.
Well, if you can't figure that out, then, and if you're not willing to go to the prisons or synagogues for it, then you might as well be burned up with the tares because you're no different.
I'm not. Didn't sign up for this so that I
It's
can go
coming
get.
to that, man.
But
I hate to
I
be
didn't
so blunt, and so
signed up so I can let people
it's
know
coming to that, man.
stuff, right? And how can I let people know stuff if I'm always putting myself in a position to be dragged in front of a courtroom,
Because you
and
feel that you feel you gotta teach people
that's
stuff
kind of
they already know, and
that's
they're
also,
just denying.
in
Hey,
my opinion,
James.
that's a
James,
They're
can you
just
failure.
stop
denying.
over talking people, man? It's getting really hard to listen to. I don't know if you're drunk or what your problem is, but it's very hard to listen to this conversation with you constantly over talking people.
Sorry. Yeah, I did
Did I
some
hit?
over talking too. Sorry about
No,
that.
you were trying to make your point, and this guy's constantly over talking. I'm pretty sure he's drunk, and I really wish there was a no drunk people rule on this server, but I mean that's never going to happen. But I'm sure the people
There is technically.
is there.
What about a
Yeah,
no
to the
high?
best of my knowledge, there is.
How, what about a no high people rule? Stone people
I,
rule.
I don't think there is that rule, to the best of my knowledge.
Oof.
It's just so frustrating to listen to drunk people. Honest, I was saying that before to someone in the chat that this server has more drunks online than Gem Pandas.
Hey, whoa.
It's true.
Yeah, but you got a lot more assholes there. They're 50%
You do.
assholes there.
I know you do, but they're not drunk. I
We
mean,
have
there's a
very
difference.
nice drunk people here.
Yeah, but their voice makes me cringe sometimes. Some of the people over there.
I completely agree, but I'm like again, the drunks seem to all congregate in this server.
We're not waiting for James to finish, right? I knew he was drunk and I was still trying. So it's my fault too. I should have waited. And yeah, sorry about that. So that's why it was hard to listen because it's like, I'm going to try to overtalk James and see if he stops. Oh, he's not stopping. I'll just stop.
Yeah, I just don't know what sort of picture it paints of the flat Earth as well and the
What was
community.
I over talking? Like, what was you talking about that I was over talking?
I grew up around drunks. I'm all good.
No, because I was talking kind of like biblical stuff. So you could definitely be right? But what was I over talking?
Well, when
You were
talk
over
to
talking me when I was talking, James. You were over talking
And
Bong and
what
Sal. You were
was
over
you
talking
saying?
plenty of people.
And what was you saying that I was over talking?
It was more than one time, I think, but I don't remember exactly what.
Well, in order for me to over talk you, you must know what you was talking about for me to over talk you.
No,
So
what
tell
they mean,
me,
what
what
they
was you
mean by
talking
that.
about?
Don't worry about it, man. Let's just move
I
on.
will absolutely say I'm sorry, but you can't just throw these allegations out. Like, what was I? How did I over talk? I stayed on topic. Everything we talked about, I was on topic.
Talking at the same time. That's all I know.
Yeah, they mean like talking at the same time is what they're talking
It's
about.
normal. It happens all the time, everywhere.
Yeah, but over talking mean in my terminology is I'm not even listening to you, and I'm just speaking what I want to speak.
Yeah, that's what.
So if
Yeah.
that's the case, what did I not listen to you about?
Guys, the guy that was listening couldn't hear what was being said because we were just, we're talking
Well,
at the same time.
I just wanted to defend myself. I'm sorry. It sounds like you have nothing to say that
actually,
over.
wait. I do remember what I was talking about now. Like, I was trying
Oh,
to
you
make the
remember
point
now?
to you that you shouldn't be using certain words on here that will get us messed with as far as the live stream to YouTube goes. We want other people to be able to listen to this. We want, if it to ever be banned, to be banned for the flat Earth subject, not other controversial subjects.
Actually, remember you saying that, and that's when I said, well, he's been asking Globers to come on for at least an hour and a half. None of them have come on. So
I get that, dude. But that doesn't mean you can talk about the other controversial subjects when we're not talking about Globers or talking to Globers. You still can't talk about that
And
in the
that's where
meantime.
I
When you get that,
stand
you
correct.
can't do that still. You can't do it ever.
I stand corrected there because you're right. That's what I did. You're right. That's what I did. I stand corrected right there. As soon as I knew that
cool, no problem.
Globers was coming in, I kind of changed the topic a little bit. Went to the Ukraine war. I did. That's what I did.
Well, that
My
is
bad.
what's in the news, and people can't help but talk about what's in the news. You know what I mean? So we just
You
gotta
know,
watch.
that's my bad, though. He called me out, and I asked him to do it, and he did it. So that's my bad, man. I apologize.
I like talking about how crazy astrophysicists and astronomers are. You know, like how religious and the Catholic Church, because it's all part of the ball earth, you know, religion.
Can't go there, man. That's what I just got in trouble for.
Talking about it, that I think can bring down the whole thing. You know, like when people know they're being lied to about the shape of the earth, they know they're being lied to about everything else.
See, I don't like to say as a flat earther that you're being lied to about the shape of the earth. I like to say you're being lied to about the world you're in. And then brings a whole new meaning.
But yeah, it's technically true because we're inside a container.
The whole world you're in is a lie.
Why?
The foundation of the world you believe you're in is a lie. That's the foundation of the world you believe you're in.
So what are you supposed to believe?
That's like the biggest lie. Any other lie would be easy.
Well, you're
It's
not
already got
supposed
you
to
believing you're in a world that you're not in.
You're not supposed to believe lies. I mean, that's right. It's like,
Yeah,
well,
but
if
I'm
I'm not,
already your
what
king.
am I supposed to believe,
The
right?
second I can get you, to believe you're in a world that you're not in, at that moment, I'm your king, and you're living in my world. Like,
Believe
I literally deceived you on the world, not the shape of it, but the world you're living in. I deceived you in that. So any other lie is easy, because your foundation, your world belief is a lie.
Yeah. And yeah. Your senses, yeah.
Why would
If
you
you can't
trust
believe,
Master?
huh?
As Indio pointed out before, it's the foundation of Western civilization,
Not
and it's a lie.
the monkey Dini asked something.
What's that?
No, he asked I can't remember what he asked, but
Oh, I said,
Everybody's
what are we
screwing.
supposed to believe?
yeah,
Everybody's
you believe you're supposed to observable, measurable, repeatable, and I would just say start with believing the opposite of the government. That's a good start.
Oh no, start with your senses because that's how it all works. Like without that, you don't. That's the only thing that's true are your senses.
So
That's how
if
you.
the government were to
Yeah.
tell me a table is flat, I believe the opposite of that.
No, that's not what I said.
Well,
To
you would
believe.
that's what he just said.
You would probably benefit in believing the opposite.
That's not what he
Like
means.
on an average basis, you would
Well, then don't
benefit
be
on
as broad.
believing the opposite.
That's not
I'm
what he
Yeah,
not
means.
saying every
that's
opposite
an
would
answer
be.
for you,
Yeah,
monkey.
I'm not
when it
saying
comes
every
to
opposite would be correct.
truth or how the
It's
world
just on
works,
the average.
Too
believe
many
the
people are
opposite of the
talking right
government.
now. I can't understand a single thing.
Yeah, when it comes to truth or how the world works, you should believe the opposite of the government.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
there's two
Historically.
categories. There's things that you can know for sure, that you can verify, validate, claims that you can validate, and then there's things that you can believe that fall into the realm of you might think it want to be one way, you might think one thing is one thing, or think that one thing is another thing, but it just falls into the realm of belief. So I would actually say don't believe anything, or just don't believe any more than you have to. Just focus on what you can know for sure, and then what falls in the realm of unverified, unknown, and just have, by all means, believe whatever you want, but don't encourage anyone to waste my tax dollars teaching children that the earth is a ball in school and sending other tax dollars to NASA to put on a show and just fool people.
Yeah. Thank you. Well
Yeah,
said.
or the other side of it would be do
So
not
just
trust liars and murderers in government.
Well, it's
so just
beyond
be
that, but he made it politely.
So
Oh, you can always use your senses and your discernment if you want, if you dare, right, to make a decision. Or you can trust someone else to make the decisions for you. Your health, what you eat, what you believe, right? Do you dare make that decision for yourself? How dare you?
Yeah,
yes,
we know most Globers don't trust their senses, so it's hard to
Me.
convince
yeah,
them to
that's
trust
true.
their
I
senses.
guess.
They trust the
Most
white
Michelle,
people,
coats.
most people on the face of Earth,
Michelle,
if they're doing something that benefits them well, they'll continue to do it,
Michelle,
oblivious to what it causes, but they're only concerned of themselves.
I wish Globers would understand that we all started out the same way. Like we all started out like from kindergarten, like ball, globe, sphere, all the way. We all started out the same way, but there's something different between people who are open-minded. It usually starts because have looked into other conspiracies, like like I always use the moon landing as a litmus test on if I want to talk to anybody about flat Earth. If they think we went to the moon, not gonna go any further. If they are skeptical of that, then I might discuss that with them. But there is something about the difference because we all start out the same way, and it's not bias confirmation either, because I've heard that used against us saying it's bias confirmation. But no, because every flat earther went into it, as far as I know, saying this is absolute horseshit, and we started out trying to say this is to debunk it, and then the more we looked into trying to debunk it, and the harder it got, then 5 years later, here we are. And so it's the opposite of bias. What do they call it?
Yeah, see, your opening question is, do you believe in the moon landing? My opening question would be, do you trust the government? And then based on that question, they're cornered.
Confirmation bias. Yeah.
I think he answered your question though, just not the way you expected it. He believes in the government.
Oh, I never asked him. He was just, I was just stating my, yeah.
He
But like I
believes
said,
in the government.
ask them, do you trust the government? They say yes, then yeah, you point out
A lot
where
of
the government lied, and if they say no, then you say, well, you gotta throw out NASA. And
it's like a lot of people will say without government there'll be nothing but anarchy, but with government, like the government is the only entity to create genocide on a scale never before seen. Like you, you have to have an army to have a government. In other words, you got to have people that'll fucking kill other people just because you tell them to.
well, there's
No
no
reason.
murderers than the
No,
government
you
in
don't
the
have
world.
to give them a reason. You just say you got to fucking kill that motherfucker. Like that's how nasty it is, and people think it's different. People think it's different than the ancient times. It's the
So that,
same thing, but the government nowadays has a stronger sword. Like people don't see the sword that the government has. It's not like a gun or a ballistic missile. It's your voice, your profile, your bank account. It's everybody in a collective. And they manipulate the masses to believe whatever nation you're in wants you to believe, while
It's pretty hard to
coercing
understand what you're saying.
while coercing with other nations. Like, all right, we've been at war for 30 years. You guys can go take the land. Which one you want? Okay, it's your turn. Go take it. Go take it. We'll give you that, and then we're going back in power.
Go ahead, Monkey Dini. What did you say?
It's like it's so fucking.
I was just saying
crazy.
it's pretty like difficult to understand what he's saying because it kind of a lot of the things he's saying kind of just like
No,
are
what I'm
like
saying
fragments
is
of stuff
the
and he's just kind
ancient
of mashing
times
it together.
is
James, let him fucking finish, mate.
It's
I,
just
I heard
all right.
the ancient times is no different than now. The only difference is the sword, right?
What?
It's like people in America think they're in the land of the free and the home of the brave, when really they're in the land of the fee and the home of the slave, and they just don't know it. Like their ignorance is what puts them. Their ignorance willingly puts themselves in this slave position, and they're going to work their whole lives for a few select people to live luxurious, wine and dine, whatever you want to call it.
Lots of fees. Lots.
So why are there so many people clamoring to come into this country from other countries?
Because they're crazy.
Because it's because America is so racist.
No, it's because we're better. This is a better country to live in with more
I was being
opportunity.
sarcastic.
Well, no,
I was
Australia.
being sarcastic.
Like I don't even know what you're talking about. Australia. Wait,
It's because we're so racist, dude. We hate every
wait. New
opposite
Zealand.
skin color. We don't like you around here. We
New
prefer you
Zealand.
come in legally, but you know, if you help the
Better.
border, I guess we'll forgive you.
What do you mean better? What,
Well,
better
people think
schools?
that like
They
the border.
want to come here because we have running water, and we don't allow them to have running water. We steal their natural resources and kill them. So they want to come to the democratic so-called nations because we have water, and we don't give them
Oh,
water.
thank you.
Can't beat them.
Well
Join
said,
them.
dude. No, he's absolutely right.
Yeah,
Like the so-called border crisis in America. It's not because Biden's president. It's because the last 3 or 4 presidents annihilated the Middle East, and the survivors got nowhere to go.
Yeah. Where else are they supposed to
So
go?
it's not just America.
Yeah.
They're diving into Russia. They're diving into China. They're diving in every nation
Go to America.
as
Diversify.
written. As
Watch it.
written.
Build your
Like people
Where's
people
it
only
written?
think because of propaganda that it's their
Meanwhile,
nation. It's
no.
like no, we
Meanwhile,
annihilated where they lived.
here come the Muslims. Better not let them come in and ruin our way of American freedom, right?
Yeah,
And at the
yeah.
same time, they're telling those people, "Come to America. We want to diversify. We love you. We freedom of religion. Build your mosque right here in the middle of the heartland of America,
No,
right?"
it's not even that, dude. It's beyond
And they
that.
fight. Christians
That's just to make you feel guilty so they can come.
hate each other in America.
Yeah, it's not even. It's America is Rome.
Is Rome.
We have the eagle. Rome didn't. They had the eagle when they went into battle. It wasn't like their nation seal.
It's the iron clay beast.
But when they went into battle, it was the eagle they carried. The bald eagle.
Oh.
America is Rome. Like it is Rome. You can tell by its tactics and what it's done throughout the years.
Have you seen Washington?
People think Putin's a dictator and not America.
Hey,
That's fucking hilarious because America has a base in Russia. America has a base in China, Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Israel. America has a base just like Rome did everywhere.
everybody's taking turns being the good guy, right?
But they make people through their state education. They make people believe that's not the case. That is not the case.
think America's self-destroying. It's destroying herself, and in the ashes, right? Like a rise of
That's what's
Phoenix.
happening, man. It's so bad. It's
Phoenix.
so bad.
A new
All na-
America will rise out of the ashes of the old America.
and they'll all mourn her. They'll all mourn her too, dude. Because America, all nations are sick of. And they're about to all go to war with America. While Americans think they're the good
What's
and
NATO?
free. They're the free, the land of the brave.
You're like, what? What's going on?
Poetic justice.
It's trying to get you to believe shit on their TV. Like, oh, okay. Gonna get back to my garden because it's awesome. Do-do-do.
Yeah, America's not Rome. What are you? You're a fool if you think that. No, that's America's had like 19 years without war, and there were 276 years, I think now. So out of 276 years,
Well,
allegedly 19 of them we've been at peace.
I don't know.
Other than
Yeah,
that, we've
We have
always
not
been
been
at
19
war.
years straight of
It's
war.
like- it's
Impossible.
like, yeah,
19.
we've
When
always been at war.
Columbus supposedly came
America
here,
has
he was
always been at
burning
war.
people at war. So
We've always been
America
at
was
war.
started with murder and war, and it never ended.
America.
That's how every place started.
It's Rome, dude. Rome fell, and they brought the Republic here. They tried to rewrite it, making it sound good for people. You know, oh, they can get behind what we're writing here. This sounds biblical. Yeah, we'll get them. You know, they just made it sound good.
It's the New World Order.
It's still Rome. The
It
Knights
knew-
Templar, there was 19 of them unaccounted for. They came here.
You know, the dollar
They
bill
came
is
here,
the
man.
order of the world. So it's like, and you know, all the the American presidents are the ones that said it, right? Our New World Order, right? George Bush, Bill Clinton, George Bush Jr.
19 people out of 250 years is like, I don't know,
New World Order. What is that?
20,000 people? 20,000.
1,000 points of light. What? What is 1,000 points
Where
of
the
light?
hell is this going?
Flat Earth.
Crazy,
Why?
man.
You go somewhere else?
The world you're in.
This is why they would lie. Why would they lie, right? Why would they lie about the shape of the Earth? I don't know. Why would they lie about everything else they lie about?
You have proof that they're lying?
Do I have proof that they're
They'll
lying?
be honest about the world that you live in, but they'll lie about everything else, yeah. But the world
What
you
else are
live
they
in,
lying about?
they'll be honest about that one.
So there's no evidence that the Earth is a ball. Therefore, they're lying to us about the Earth
No,
being a
answer
ball.
my other question.
What other question?
I said, what else are they lying about other than whatever we are living on currently?
God. They're lying to you about God. They're lying to you about
I don't think religion has ever been pushed onto me.
Evolution, Big Bang,
well, the people that are lying. So the people
gravity.
that teach us the Earth is a ball, the people, the Royal Society, right? They all come from the Vatican, the Catholic Church. So you're already talking about religion, my friend.
You
And
were the
who
one
is
who
the
brought up
Catholic Church?
religion.
The Catholic Church teaches us that the Earth is a ball. The Catholic Church teaches us the Royal Society stuff. You know, that's where the Royal Society. That's where we get science from. This is the Catholic Church. Okay, you want to talk about science? You want to talk about the ball without talking about religion? That's impossible. You're already in a religion. You think the Earth is a ball. That's a religion. Think
It's
about
not
it.
a religion.
Where's the evidence that the Earth is a ball then? I mean, it's been 6 years. You know, we ask people the same question every day.
Yeah, wait, wouldn't that make believing the earth is flat a religion too?
You don't have to believe the Earth is flat. Okay, you just need to believe that it's not a ball. Okay, because it's not a ball.
Okay, I
it was
believe it's a
flat. Fair
triangle.
enough.
Is that okay now?
It doesn't mean the Earth is flat because flat is just a description of something. All right, that's all it means. Flat Earth is a coin termed by the CIA to tick people off. It's been put in your mind by Disney and TV. Okay, so that when you hear
When
it,
has
you
Disney
think
ever
about
said
some
that?
silly idea, right? You think about some silly idea where you fall off some edge and into space. Planet Society is a
I don't think
group.
I've ever talked to the CIA either.
Barack Obama said it
Don't go
himself. We don't have
long.
time for a meeting with the Flat Earth Society. Do you remember
Bong,
him saying that?
Bong, do you mind if I have a chat with this guy?
Yes, yes. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. So I assume you're a globe guy then. You think the Earth's a globe?
Yes.
Okay, what's your main evidence for that?
Common knowledge?
Common knowledge. Okay, so what common knowledge?
What do you mean, what common knowledge? Look at the percentage
So-
of people, how many people believe the Earth is a globe and how many people believe it's flat. And
So
tell me
you
that's
think
not
that
common
because-
knowledge.
So you think that because a certain amount of people believe something, therefore it's true?
No, it's just common knowledge.
Okay, so then what's the evidence?
Science that has been going on for like thousands of years.
Okay, which one specifically?
Like astronomy? I don't know. What? Like
So astronomy isn't actually astronomy is a pseudoscience. That doesn't mean that it's invalid, but it's not like a hard science because you can't actually do.
so is Chinese medicine not
Sorry,
real medicine? Is Chinese medicine not real medicine?
I don't know anything about Chinese medicine. We're talking about astronomy.
Yeah, but you said it was a pseudoscience, and that's pseudoscience
Yeah,
as
I
well.
don't know why we're talking about Chinese medicine. I don't know anything about it. How could I possibly give you an answer to a question I don't know the answer to? But we're talking about astronomy, right? So astronomy is
Yes.
a pseudoscience because you can't do experiments. That's fine. Look, you can draw correlations, but the correlations are going to inherently be based on
You
the
can
worldview.
do experiments.
No, you can't.
How can't you? You can literally track the patterns of the stars.
You can draw correlations, which is what I said, but the correlation is going to be inherently based on the worldview you already have. What we're looking to do is actually prove the worldview in the first place, right? So what's your first evidence that the Earth is a ball?
Do I have to say it again?
Well, you haven't said anything yet. Like
Common knowledge?
yeah, that's not an answer. Like I could say, well, it's common knowledge.
It's just
that the Earth
basic
is flat.
science.
Which experiment are you talking about? If you're talking science, you're talking experiment. If
What?
you're talking experiment, I want to know the experiment so I can do it myself.
What's the experiment that the Earth is flat other than observation?
I never claimed
Oh.
an experiment. You claimed an experiment. You claimed
Hey,
science.
hey,
No,
Crypto,
but I'm
Crypto, just so
flipping
you
your
know, you're
question
coming
onto
kinda
you.
low. Like he's pretty
Sorry?
loud and you're really low. Just so you know.
Oh, am I low? Oh, okay.
Santa Claus is not common knowledge, but okay.
What do you mean
So-
it's not? Everybody knows about him. It is.
Everyone
common
knows
knowledge,
about
dude.
him, but it's common
Everybody knows
knowledge that
about him.
he's a
People
character,
know
I was doing
but
okay.
it's not common knowledge that he exists.
How is it
I was doing,
common
I
knowledge?
was doing fine.
Go ahead.
I think I'm doing okay. If you feel like I need help, please let me know.